Good morning, it's Sunday morning, it's currently 9:15, so it's that time of year again, the time that I don't look forward to. It's shit day. So I've got a delivery due in about 45 minutes. Now normally it takes me about 3 hours to move it. That's not including the breaks. It's 3 hours solid moving shit, and it's back-breaking work, and I don't look forward to it at all. I'm a bit behind this year because there's a lot of beds that still got stuff in that require the manure, so I'm gonna have to find somewhere just to pile it up. I can't pile it where I normally pile it, which I'll show you later, because I've still got a bit left from last year that's rotted down lovely, which I'm going to put in my potato buckets and my chilli buckets for next year. So yeah, I'll just show you the delivery point and where it's going. So yeah, as I say, it comes about 10 o'clock. It costs me 40 quid, and it's just had to get you over the fence there, and it's a trailer full. Yeah, that sun's bright. So yeah, I normally put it in there, but I've still got crap from last year in there, so I'm struggling with this tripod. So yeah, this area here wants manuring, but as you can see, I've only just taken the pumpkins out, so that needs digging over before I can put any manure down there. This weed membrane I can just pull back and probably pile it up there. This area here is going to get manured, and this area, because this is where I'm going to grow my mark the shadow, this is where I'm going to grow my sweet corn next year. So this area wants manuring. This area here, I don't know what I'm growing here yet. I don't want to put manure here and end up growing root crops, so I don't know. I suppose I could stack a pile there. The greenhouse will be dug over and some manure put in there, ready for the tomatoes next year. There's my wheelbarrow already. This is where it gets dropped, just in this area here. So we'll be coming down there in his tractor. This area here normally gets manured because this is where I grow my beans and my peas. But I don't think I'm going to grow them there this year, but it still wants manuring. It wants a good dig over and manuring, but as you can see, I've still got swede in. I've still got my sprouts over there. This area here will be manured. Pile of weeds there which I tried burning on Friday night, but it started raining, so I had to put it out and leave it. So that pile needs moving, and this area in can be manured. This area here needs manuring, because this is where I'm going to grow my peas and beans next year. But I've still got beetroot growing there, and I've still got celeriac here. It's slowing bulking up, so I might just have to bite the bullet and pull it out. This bed here needs manuring because it's going to have peas in. This bed here needs manuring, but it's still got leeks under there. This bed here needs manuring. This is where I'm going to grow my broad beans. This is just vegetable waste which is going to get eventually dug into the ground or put in my compost bins, but this area wants manuring because this is for peas next year, and this bed here is for peas next year. But as you can see, I've still got a bit of lettuce and a bit of lettuce there, and this area here where the sweet corn was, this is going to get manured, and so is that area there that's got carpet on it at the moment. That's going to get manured, and this is where I'm going to grow my celeriac next year. So I'm going to have a coffee and wait for my shipman, and I'll get back to you then. Every year I get it, the load seems to be getting bigger and bigger. I think it's just because I'm getting older and older. But there she is. My work for the next 3 hours. And there she is. And there's the first barrow of many. So I've had to clear that gate down there, because that's the only gate that the let's get out of the sun. That there is the only gate that my barrow will fit through, so I've had to cut back the trees so it fits through. The only other gate is up the other end up there, but obviously it means going all the way down there, round and down the top path. So right, let's crack on. And there we have it, guys, the last barrow. 50 plus. I lost count at 48, I stopped counting. So 50 plus, and the time now is 10 to 3, and it got dropped off at 10 o'clock. That's 10, that's 5 hours. Obviously I've had a few breaks between then, but yeah, I think that's it. I don't think I'm going to get any next year. It will be the absolute death of me. So I'm going to sit down, have 5, have a cup of coffee, and then go home and have a nice bath. And I might even treat myself to a beer, even though it is Sunday. I don't know, we'll see. Right, on that note, I will call it a day. Catch you all later. And good morning, guys. It's Sunday morning. It is 9:30. So it's a week on since my manure delivery, and I've recovered, thankfully. But I must admit, it did take a lot out of me. And when I got home that night, I had my tea and fell asleep. I was in bed for 8:30, so it did knock me up a bit. It got delivered at 10 o'clock, and the last barrow went on the plot at 3:15. So that's 5 hours. Obviously there was breaks in between that, so taking the breaks off, it probably took me about 4 hours, and I lost count at 52 barrows. So I think there was a bit more than last year, so I don't know whether I'm going to do it next year. I'll have to think about it, or get half load, or use green manure. I don't know, but it did take it out of me, and it's getting harder and harder. So anyway, that's for the future. So yeah, I thought I'd show you where the manure has gone, and we'll have a little walk around the plot and see what's been going on in October. Not a lot, I might add. Just getting things ready now for next spring. That's the story of the game now. So yeah, I'll take you around and I'll show you what's been going on. So right, we'll start at the top of the plot like we normally do. This is where this celery was. It didn't come to anything, so this wants a good weed. I don't know, I'm going to use it for next year. Dahlias in that wants cutting back, and the lid putting on, ready for the winter. This bed here had peas in last year, and well, sorry, this year, but was a disaster, so it's brassicas this year. Same with this plot, so they're covered up ready. This plot here is going to be for, I think, leeks, I'm not sure. So we won't be manuring that because it's root crop. This bed had peas in this year, so next year it is brassicas. This bed, when the lettuce goes, is going to be manured and what did I say? Peas. This bed here has it been manured? No, it's going to be manured and had brassicas. What did it have in? Oh no, it had leeks in last year, and this year I left the leeks in to go to seed. It should have been peas this year, but as I say, I left the leeks in to go to seed, which I did, so it's either going to be peas this year or brassicas. This bed obviously is brassicas. One success, marathon, which I will grow next year. Definitely. I've got some which I planted late, and yeah, they just started forming little heads, look, but I don't think they're going to get any bigger than that, so I don't think planting them late is going to give me a late crop, not of marathon. This bed here is where the sweet corn failure was, so next year it's going to be for my celeriac. And same with that area there, that's been manured and covered. I'm going to have my peas across here again, my white beans, like I do every year. This bed here has been manured, and this is where my broad beans are going to go next year. Now this is where my all year round cauliflower was. I've harvested the last one on Friday. These are Allotment. They're supposed to be an overwintering cauliflower. Now normally the heads should be appearing now, and the last through the winter, and obviously you've got them through the winter and then into early spring. But they're a bit late forming the heads. The leaves are just starting to curl round, so I'll leave them in and we might be alright for cauliflowers early spring. Leek bed, I haven't had this cover off yet to see how the leeks are getting on, but there's not many. I think there's about 15. Another disaster. As soon as I put them in, the slugs had them and wiped them out. Rocket gone to seed, didn't get an harvest, went straight to seed. This bed here has been manured, ready for peas next year. So this bed will be manured and peas next year. A pile of weeds to be got rid of. Beetroot, I have harvested some during the week. These aren't doing a lot. Well, saying that, they're doing nothing. So they'll be up and dug into the ground. Celeriac. I can't grow celeriac. I think this is the biggest I've got, and I've just covered it with a mulch to see if feeding it will make it get any bigger. But I can't get it bigger. Oh, that's about the biggest I've had. But it is very nice mixed with mash. Savoy cabbages, ready for the winter. These are turbo. That should have been a cabbage, but it turned out to be a cauliflower, so that's been harvested. These are January King, and this row here is Savoy Perfection. But they didn't do anything last year, and it doesn't look like they're going to do anything this year. This is the last of my summer cabbages. I took two back during the week, and And these are the remnants. I've probably got one left there. Garlic, he says, breaking his neck. And yeah, and it's up. I planted it earlier than I normally plant it. I normally plant it at the end of October, so it should be going in now. But this year I planted it in September because I saw on YouTube Castle Hill, he planted it in September, and then when it comes up like that, he feeds it. This is where the beans and peas were last year, the climbing beans. So I started digging it. I've been burying green waste, and it is going to be covered in manure, and this is where I'm going to have my butternut squash, along the back there swede, and down here I'm going to have sprouts. Yes, as you've probably noticed, I started putting a path down. A lot better, and these are my sprouts this year. I've covered them up because the pigeons started eating the tops, and we have sprouts. So we might get a meal this Christmas. Still pulling the swede. Yep, so this bed at the end of the plot here has always been good for swede. Always. When I grew them along the back here, last time I had them like footballs, and they weren't woody. So we'll I'll just show you. That is what is left of the manure. So as I say, I don't know whether I'll be getting some next year. So onto the corner plot. There's not a lot to see on the corner plot, but I'll take you on it and just show you. All the tomatoes are out of the greenhouse. As you saw me dig this area over to get it tidied, is now manured. There's a layer of manure under this carpet, and this is where I'm going to grow my sweet corn next year. Round the corner here is also manured. Now I don't know what I'm going to do with this area. I'll just take you up here so you can see properly. Spin you round. This area here, I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I might put taters in, I don't know. The grape, I don't know whether to take it up all together or give it a good cut back and see if we get any decent grapes. We have got grapes, as you can see, but they came late and they didn't ripen, so they're off. The apple tree and the pear tree want pruning. I might do that today if I've got time, but I have got a party this afternoon. It's the mother-in-law's 80th, so we're having a little family get together. The asparagus have started to yellow, so they'll be dug back, a final weed, mulched and covered with the glass, because if it's a wet winter, asparagus don't like sitting in wet soil apparently. So there we have it. The rhubarb wants tidying up, that's dying back. Got a pile of carpet there to get rid of. But yeah, that's it. End of October. Before long we'll be putting seedlings in the greenhouse. There's nothing in that greenhouse, all the tomatoes are up. Every time I walk past this, I nearly cry. Yeah, it's not starting to come back yet, but my wife wasn't happy when she saw it. Yeah, I'll just show you in the greenhouse and then I think that's it. Tomato bed is manured, ready for next year. I've just got manure to put in here when the chilies are finished. I've noticed this morning that one of my squash is starting to go a bit soft there, so that'll be coming back with me today. My wife can make a soup. I took some cuttings of the rosemary. I haven't checked yet to see if it's taken, but hopefully it will be. It hasn't started dying back yet, and I've had it a week now. I think these will be bagged up today and taken. And that's the Apache finished. Still got a few green ones on these. Now these, I don't know whether I've told you before, the seeds were got in Spain, and these novelty seeds that you've probably seen. You know, you see them, and squash are supposed to look like breasts, and they're what they call penis chilies, and they're supposed to look like a penis. Now I've been growing them now for as long as I've had the plot, probably. I keep saving the seeds, and not one of them's grown and looked like a penis. Unless penises do look like chilies, and mine's... no, we'll not go there. So, there we have it, guys, the end of October. So, on that note, I will wrap it up, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye for now. And I'm back. Yeah. I know I signed off, but I just want to show you this. It's about an hour later. I just thought I'd leave you with this. Bet you're thinking, bloody hell, can't get rid of the guy. Right, I'll just turn you around and I'll show you what I've been doing. Right. And she's finished. I know it's not perfect, you're all saying what's underneath, it should be wee membrane, sand, blah 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 blah, but quick fix, get rid of the pile of flags, come down here, and it's married up nicely, as you can see, with the path that goes down back of this plot, these beds. So all this wants clearing. I found some more of the dreaded carpet. All this wants clearing, and then I've got all this matched up, and it needs a good sweep, and that's the flags got rid of. So that's another job ticked off. I wasn't expecting it doing it this soon, but yeah, I feel a lot better now that's done. Right, so it's an easy access now from when I'm taking my wheelbarrow down there, because I had flags down there. They've been down there now for nearly 2 years probably, and they've got overgrown, and you couldn't see there were any flags there. So oh yeah, I'm glad I've done that. So now guys, this is it. This is the final goodbye. So don't forget to like and subscribe and give us a thumbs up. I'll catch you later, guys. Bye for now.